Saluton, parolas Tomaso. Bone, jen la sono kiu indikas ke ni jam komencis, kaj mi vidas ke kelkaj personoj estas tie. Do bone, saluton, parolas Tomaso, kaj jes, denove ni faros la vivan elsendon por lerni iom de Esperanto per de Duolingo. Do mi bonvenigas ĉiujn, kaj do mi simple komencos. Effective mi unue saluton everybody. Saluton everybody. Hello Chiwi. Kiel vi doing? Yes, kaj jen la horloĝo sonas. Do bone. Yes, do jen la unua afero. Kiun kiel oni faras tion? Kiun lecionon ni faro? What are you guys working on? Somebody in the chat, give me a suggestion. Which lesson do you want to do? I think last week somebody gave me some suggestions, and quite frankly, I don't remember. All right, so this is the Esperanto Variety Show. While you guys are doing that, I'll just let you know, if you're here for the first time, we have information in Esperanto and about Esperanto, and we want you to be the best Esperanto speaker you can be. So we're all here to work on some exercises, to talk about some questions that come up. If there's anything that you've been working on in the last week that's causing you questions, causing you trouble, now might be a good time to bring it up. I will circle back and check out the chat in a minute. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. And I say this all the time, please subscribe and use the bell icon. And so I get to use the visual aids here. I've already subscribed to Jess Esperanto's channel, and I'm going to use the bell icon, which is this one over here. All right, so when Jess goes live, or when he uploads new videos, I will get a notification. So, same thing. If you haven't subscribed to the Esperanto Variety Show, please consider subscribing and using the bell icon so you don't miss anything. Okay, let me circle back and find here it is. Imperatives. All right. We have a winner. Let's see what we can do for imperatives. And then I will come back and we'll talk about some other things. So, again, if you're watching the replay, the first couple live streams we did with Esperanto, I tried to do a little presentation or something a little catchier in the beginning for people watching the replay. What I found, though, is that people like the long form. They like to be able to chat if they're here live. They like to be able to hear the material, like sometimes if you're driving, or you can put it on. That way you don't have to constantly use your hands and eyes to work on your Duolingo sentences. Anyway, so let's find imperatives. What if I could do a Control F on this one? Look at that, imperative. All right, imperatives, they're the ones that end in U. And in general, imperative is a little bit... Actually, let's take a look at the tips and notes. I always have been trying to make sure everybody, you guys are going to get tired of hearing this, but always check the tips and notes. If you're on mobile, from time to time, it might make sense to log in to the web. So you can use the light bulb icon and check the tips and notes. Okay, so it says, the imperative, the U ending is used when ordering or inviting someone else to do something, or when telling or suggesting ourselves what to do. And so here are some examples. Manju, eat. Iru, go. Ni iru, let's go. Ni vidu, I say that all the time. Ni vidu, ni vidos. Actually, I say ni vidos, don't I? Ni vidu, let's see. Mi pensu, let me think. Yeah, the way I heard it explained this way recently, and I find it useful. If you think of the U ending as there being some sort of pressure to do something, whether it's a command as in eat or ni iru, right? And then also in some relative clauses, it becomes a little more clear. Maybe we'll see that as we go forward. An imperative followed by an infinitive. An imperative may be followed by an infinitive. Bonvolu mangi, please eat. If you guys are seeing this form for the first time, bonvolu is a funny word because it's often translated as please. Literally, it means kind of like have the goodwill to, Have the goodwill to eat. Bonvolu mangi. Please eat. Questions with you. Okay, now this might be where my previous explanation might be helpful. Questions with you. In questions, the you ending can be translated as shall or should. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is one of the things I don't like about Duolingo, is that it's all about translating. But let me just look at it from a different way. Chuni iru. Again, there's pressure to do this. And it's a question. Is there pressure upon us to go? Right? Should we go? Here's another one. Ĉu mi legu tiun libron? Should I read that book? Yeah, is there pressure on me to read that book? Okay, there you go. This is what we're talking about. Subordinate phrases. We also use the you ending in subordinate phrases. All right? Mi volas ke vi iru. Right? There's volas has to do with volition or will. I want you to go. Mi volas ke vi iru. My will is pressuring you to go. Li preferas ke mi ne donu al vi monon. Li preferas ke mi ne donu al vi monon. He wants that I should not give you money. He prefers that I should not give you money. Yeah, I could buy that. It'd be interesting. Off the top of my head, it'd be interesting to see if other people use a different form there. Li preferas. I think it depends. It'd be interesting to circle back and look at that one. She postulas ke la infanoj studu. She demands that the children should study. Right. Informo and informoi. In English, the word information is always singular. All right, that's just a little extra bonus. All right, let's try this out. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do a test out on here. Why? Because we can. And maybe halfway through, we'll see how this goes. Mi sendu mesaĝon al vi. I've got the speakers turned on. Hopefully you guys can at least hear the voice a little bit. Mi sendu mesaĝon al vi. Let me send a message to you. If you are home alone or out somewhere where you can talk,
Ni kuiru vespermanĝon kune.
Ni kuiru vespermanĝon kune. Go ahead and repeat those sentences out loud. That's a good way to practice speaking. I just forgot what the sentence was. Did anyone catch it? Let's listen to it again.
Ni kuiru vespermanĝon kune.
Oh, yeah. What was the first word?
Ni kuiru vespermanĝon kune.
Ni kuiru. Ni kuiru vespermanĝon kune. I'm going to type it with hats here. Kial vi konsilas ke mi malfermu tiun skatolon? Kial? Whoops, write this in English. All right, so that's a good long sentence. Kial vi konsilas ke mi malfermu tiun skatolon? Why do you advise that I should open that box? Why do you advise me to open that box? Now, what I did there out loud is, I think this comes from Barry Farber's How to Learn Any Language. That we get used to sort of this, as you're learning a language, you can get used to this sort of in-between language. So, kial vi konsilas ke mi malfermu tiun skatolon? Why do you want that I should open that box? Not quite English, not quite Esperanto. And then the next thing I do is I think about, well, how do you really say that in English? Why do you advise me to open that box?
Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo.
Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo. All right. Did anyone think that should be sia? Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo. It's ilia domo. Huh, interesting.
Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo.
Ilia. The accent should be on the I, a second I. Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo. And so ni is the one doing the following. So it can't be a case where we use si. Ni sekvu ilin al ilia domo. Oops, except I was supposed to write it in English. Let's follow them to their home.
Paĉjo deziras ke mi konsilu lin.
Paĉjo deziras ke mi konsilu lin. Paĉjo wants me to advise him. Right. Paĉjo volas ke mi konsilu lin. Studu multe por ke vi havu sufiĉe da mono. Study a lot. All right. Por ke vi havu sufiĉe da mono. All right. So sufiĉe da mono, that's da, right? And we don't use the accusative with da, so that's good. Por ke. This is one of those expressions that I would sort of internalize as a chunk. Por ke is so that. Studu multe por ke vi havu sufiĉe da mono, that you have enough money. Yep, nothing special we have to do in English. Forgesu lian konsilon. It reminds me of something I saw in the Duolingo Duolingo Esperanto Learners Facebook group today. Forgesu lian konsilon. There's somebody in the Big Esperanto group on Facebook whose initials are PJ, giving out lots of advice in Esperanto, and he uses an Edo word in his Esperanto. And the learner was like, well, this guy's, he's always, he's really particular about, good grammar. Oh, by the way, I need to find out who that person was who was asking the question, because trouble is so many of us use different pictures and different names on different platforms, and I'm wondering if it's somebody that we know from YouTube who was asking this, because she mentioned a live stream. Yeah, and so anyway, so you never know what you're going to get when somebody's telling you how to speak Esperanto correctly. That guy was literally speaking Edo. And anyway, so foje oni devas forgesi la konsilon de aliaj personoj. Vizitu Kanadon en somero. Vizitu Kanadon en somero. Fakte mi volis viziti Kanadon en la pasinta somero, kaj mia filo havis bonajn identigaĵojn por transiri la landlimon, sed ni ne havis tempon, kaj kiam mia filo petis aŭ mendis novan permesilon por lerni vere ŝofori aŭton, li perdis la rajton eniri Kanadon, do jen freneza afero.
Mia edzo konsilis min pri mia laboro.
Mia edzo konsilis min pri mia laboro. Mi scias ke estas 2019 kaj nun viroj povas havi edzojn, sed mi ĉiam surpriziĝas kiam mi aŭdas viran voĉon paroli pri la edzo. Bone, mia edzo, my husband, husband advised me about my work. Mi kuiras porque mia familio manĝu bone. All right, what does porque mean? We just talked about. I cook. Porque. Porque. So that. Mia familio, my family, should have and should eat well. How do you say this in English? I cook so my family should eat well. I'm going to put it like that, see what it says. Yes! I didn't know what they were looking for. Mi postulas ke li iru rapide heimen. I demand. That's a good answer. I demand. Mi postulas that he go quickly home. Now I see this question a fair bit in the forum. I demand that he go quickly home. That'll be interesting to see whether this takes it when I hit enter. It's tempting to say I demand that he goes quickly home, right? As a sentence by itself. If this were the whole sentence, he goes quickly home. That should be goes. He goes quickly home. But because it's a demand, it's a form of subjunctive, and I forget the exact term in English. What? Oh, except it should be ili. All right. Anyway, let's take a break from this. Let me see who is watching and what you guys think so far. All right. Once again, this is the Esperanto Variety Show. Be sure to check out the channel. And don't forget about the community tab. I've been putting stuff out there, announcements about the live stream. Oh, look, here we go, live now. Well, that's nice. So circle back and check that out. Oh, look at that. Saluton, everybody. Imperatives. It was Deathbird 909. So it's Deathbird. I'm going to say she. I seem to remember it was a woman. Somebody could straighten me out if I'm wrong. Actually not familiar with that live stream. There's somebody named oh, this is embarrassing. There's somebody that does a live stream on Twitch. I want to say Broomhilda. Is that the name? Broomhilda learns Esperanto. Tio estas Everyday Esperanto says Tio estas vere iru Kanadon en somero. Yes, tio ne estas nuntempa Esperanto. Oni ne diras iru Kanadon. Oni diras iru al Kanado. I cook so that my family eats well. I cook that my family eat well. My family eats. Ministias. Avid Tea Drinker says, I think another way to say don't give him money. Ne donu ali monon. Yes, ne donu monon ali. Ne donu ali monon. All right. Who's watching? It says we have 13 watching. All right. Well, if you guys, again, if you have anything that you're working on, anything that you're thinking about, put that in the chat. Maybe you guys can help each other out if you guys know the answer. Yeah. All right. And I will circle back in a little bit, see what's going on over there. Now, one thing that I do every day is I go out in the discussion forum, and I have commented in so many threads, and I also anytime I see a new thread, I follow it. So I have a folder there where I get lots of notifications. So before the live stream today, I actually went in and I opened a few threads that seemed like they might be worth looking at a little more closely. All right, so here is the sentence that somebody was asking about. Por la oficejo iru dextren. For the office, go right. I can see why this one's generating some comments. The person says, this is phrased weirdly. Wouldn't it be che la oficejo instead? And I said, por la oficejo seems to be short for to get to the office. He said, I wrote to the office, but it's not accepted. Yep. I don't think I have anything to say about that. Looking at the sentence now, I find it a little bit odd. And that's that's how that works. But that's also an old question. But here's the new question 2 days ago. Dankon Siri. That's dumb. And I'm going to give this guy a downvote because he just made me come over here and click on the thing. Unless it was, maybe it was this question. Yeah, I mean, people think it's in Esperanto. At least he's joking in Esperanto. But you're trying to spend time finding questions for people. You find out they're just being cute. Or trying to be cute. Anyway, che would make it at the office. Go right. If you were going past the office to get somewhere else, I'm reading it as part of, yes, okay. I'm reading it as part of directions for the office. Go right. For the shop, go left. Yeah, you know what? I would agree with that person. So that's not actually a question. So I'm going to move on to another question, another thread. All right, this is the new one. Maybe I'm just slow. This is from April Blenkisap. Maybe I'm just slow at catching on, but what does estas actually mean? I've seen it translated as isa, it's, there is, but I'm not sure what is the rule behind it. Oh, good. Let's see what she's looking at here. You are not Adam. All right. So let's come up with an answer. She's been waiting 3 days. What does estas actually mean? It certainly seems like a legitimate question. She certainly have seen these things. Estas means I'm going to put it in asterisk so I can get italics. Basically, is are. All right, that's the first meaning of estas. So basically, that's how it works in this sentence. If you see it as for, I'm going to say as for is a, as for is a, that actually comes from the fact that the nouns don't have the indefinite article. The nouns don't have an indefinite article. For example, indefinite article. So that's how we explain it. Hundo is a dog. Hundo is a dog. And put that in quotes. A dog, and then we can say Tio estas hundo. That is a dog. Estas still means is. Means is here. All right, so far so good. As for the others, that happens at the start of a sentence. All right, I'm going to leave that at that. Hopefully, if she has more questions, she'll come back and ask the questions. All right, so again, subscribe, use the bell icon, say hello to Jess Esperanto. Let me see. Oh, I didn't mean to show you guys this right away, but there it is. This is the thumbnail for tomorrow's video. Yeah, so I had some fun. I shot it yesterday in the middle of a snowstorm. It's and that's an announcement for a springtime Esperanto event in the US. So hopefully you guys can come back and watch that video tomorrow. And if you can make it to this event, it would be great to meet you because I'm going to be down there participating and maybe doing some music and teaching. So yeah, should be good. All right. I cook. Kia vi trovas tempon por via Duolingo streak? Ja, do bone. Bona demando. Do kiam mi trovas tempon? Do parto de la afero estas ke mi faras tion en la viva elsendo kun vi. Do mi povas fari tion kiam mi faras la viva en elsendoin. Kai efektive mi vere vidas mian mision en la vivo nun estas instrui kai helpi al personoj lerni ne nur Esperanton, sed gran parte estas Esperanto. Do kiam mi respondas al demandoj, mi ankaŭ faras iom da ekzercoj en Duolingo. Kaj fakte tio estos temo de filmeto kion mi volus fari, estas do kion mi lernis en 1111 tagoj, do kion mi lernis en 3 jaroj sinsekve per Duolingo. Kaj tio estos parto de la afero, kion mi efektive faras por partopreni en Duolingo, por uzi Duolingon ĉiun tagon. Yes. Kaj alia afero estas ke mi havas tre pacientan edzinon. Bone, do ni faru pli da frazoj. Ĉu vi volas ke ŝi ricevu donacon? What does this mean? Ĉu vi volas ke ŝi ricevu donacon? Do you want... literally, do you want that she should receive a present? Do you want her to receive a present? Or a gift. Gift is another word for present. Good enough.
Attendunin.
Attendunin. Wait. Attendunin. Attendu. Wait for us. Oh my gosh, I can't type and talk at the same time. All right, there goes that idea.
Fermu tiun libron.
Fermo? What was the first word?
Fermu tiun libron.
Yes, fermo.
Credumin.
Credumin. There's a book called Credumin, Signoro. Never read it, don't know anything about it, but it's one of those things that you say to people and everyone goes, ha 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 ha. Mi credas que yes. This is a good one. I think that yes. Mi credas que yes. The normal way to say that in English is, I think so. Huh, I believe so. I would never in my life translate it as I believe so. Not that I'm saying that's wrong, it's just funny. I never thought about it that way. Mi credas que yes. Huh. Interesting.
Estas necese che mi donu donacon al panjo.
Bona frazo. Auscultu bone.
Estas necese che ni donu donacon al panjo.
Estas necese che ni donu donacon al panjo.
Estas necese che ni donu donacon al panjo.
Estas necese che ni donu donacon al panjo. Estas necese. Estas necese. Do you notice it's an E on the end? Estas necese. Necese. Che ni donu donacon al panjo. Duolingo doesn't count punctuation, but I'm trying to get in the habit of putting a comma before K all the time. It's not actually currently a habit. It's trying to retrain myself here. Estas necese que ni donu donacon al panjo. Again, there's pressure that we give this, right? Because it's necessary. That's what's giving us this pressure. That's why there's a U on donu. Estas necese. And there's no actual noun in that opening clause. So we can't use an adjective. We use the adverb. It's necessary that we should give a present to mom. It is necessary that we give a gift to mom. Ŝi rajtas postuli tion. Ŝi rajtas postuli tion. I feel like I've heard this recorded before. She is allowed to demand that. Raitas means to be allowed. It is related to the English word right, as to have a right to do something, but it actually doesn't. If you think about it in terms of having the right to do something, it might be easier to remember the word, but I think it'll cause you to get some sentences wrong in Duolingo. I've seen people having problems with that. Write this sentence in English. Rigardu, li sendas al vi kvar mesaĝojn. Look. Li sendas. Another common question that people ask, should this be he sends or he is sending? And I would expect the course to accept both. So if you get marked for saying he send instead of his sending, go ahead and mark that as my answer should be correct. Rigardu, li sendas al vi kvar mesaĝojn. Look, he is sending you 4 messages. He's sending to you 4 messages. He's sending you 4 messages. What did I do wrong? Look, he sent you. Hopefully you guys caught me saying that wrong. Li sendis al vi. He sent you. Yep, I wasn't paying attention to the tense there. My bad.
Rigardu, estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo.
Good question. All right, nice, good long sentence. Let's see if we can hear that again.
Rigardu, estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo.
Did everyone get that? Rigardu, estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo.
Rigardu, estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo.
Rigardu, estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo. All right, so we can type that out. Rigardu. Estas ancora unu pezzo da cioccolato en la scatolo. Tolo. Now, I'm going to click on the discussion of this because I'm curious what the other learners have thought about this sentence. First, let me check to see if I got it right. Look, there is still one piece of chocolate in the box, and it says 12 people discussed it. So I'm going to go down here at the bottom, bring up that discussion, and just see what is happening. Because my question for you guys is, why is it da? And I'm curious if anybody else asked that same question. All right, we got somebody being cute. Why would you point that out? See what I did there? All right, we don't care about that. Why can't I say one piece instead of one piece? Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to save this question if I can, and maybe I'm not going to try to answer it now. I'm actually mildly surprised to see da in the sentence, quite honestly. I'm not saying it's wrong, but pezzo de cioccolato, right? So the key here is, are we specifying what kind of piece is in the box, or are we specifying how much chocolate there is, right? And I could certainly see the argument for it being that we're looking to see how much chocolate is in there. How much chocolate is left? Oh, ricordo, essas ancora un pezzo da cioccolato, right? Look, there's still one piece worth in there. I don't think people think about chocolate that way. I think people want to know how many pieces are left. Essas un pezzo. What kind of piece? Pezzo de cioccolato. This is one of those iffy cases where it could be either one. So that was fun. All right, back to the, I'm going to check the chat because now I'm finding myself being a little bit contrary. How often do you hit the my answer was correct button? Me personally, I don't do a whole lot. In fact, lately I've been doing more Duolingo, Esperanto Duolingo on this live stream than I do all week. I do almost none, quite honestly, because I have my hands full with the amount of notifications I'm getting at this point. But yeah, I would say, in any case where you're getting, if it's a question between is running and runs, for example, I would mark those as correct. When the new tree came out, I think I did a number of sentences, and yeah, fairly often. All right, so this, but yeah, I've stopped paying attention. What actually happens, this is sort of a behind the scenes sort of thing. If I come over here and I find a thread, and somebody says, why is this like this? I will just reach out to the somebody on the team directly and say, hey, here's a sentence that you might want to look at. But yeah, people put a lot of comments in the discussion saying, well, this sentence should be changed. The best way to do that is with the report a problem button, because the people who can actually change it are busy reading the problem reports, and they don't have time to read every thread in the forum here. All right, so I got my test out there. Anybody have a suggestion as for which skill they want to work on? By the way, at the beginning of the live stream, I said last call for guests. I would love to have a guest on the live stream. This is kind of a funny thing for me. I for the life of me, and this is I can't imagine you guys like to hear me talk for a full hour. But if you do, that's fine. It would be nice to have some company on the call so we could speak by voice and practice some Esperanto, or even if you're another idea I had. I'm getting pretty excited. Let me just calm down and speak slowly. Another idea that I had, if you guys want to think about for any one of you guys might like to think about for next week, is joining me on the call and then working through the sentences together. It's a little bit funny for me to do these exercises when I know what the answer is, and it's a lot more interesting and a lot more fun for me if I can respond to real questions, right? If there's something really in there, like this one here between de and da. I have no idea whether you guys found that interesting. I thought it would be useful. I put it out there, right? But if somebody were on the call working on this, I could say, hey, have you seen this before? Oh, yeah, I've seen it before. Well, how does it work? And then they could explain it. Or, oh, you've got that. Oh, good. We'll just move on. And then maybe somebody in the chat would say, wait, I don't get it, right? So that's where I was hoping to find a guest. It could be somebody, if you, se vi bone parolas Esperanton, kaj vi estas sperta parolanto, mi pensas ke tio estus ŝanco por la aliaj personoj kiuj aŭskultas ĉiun semajnon, ke ili havu la ŝancon aŭskulti Esperanton kaj aŭskulti veran konversacion. Do tio estas la alia afero. Estas sufiĉe facile trovi unu voĉon, ekzemple kiel mia voĉo, kiu simple paroladas kaj paroladas kaj paroladas, sed estas iom malpli facile trovi veran konversacion. Do se vi estas sperta aŭ flua aŭ flueta parolanto, ankaŭ tio estus bona maniero kontribui en la venontaj semajnoj. Bone, mi faris kelkajn notojn, ĉar mi ne volis forgesi kion mi ne volis forgesi mencii kelkajn aferojn. Do mi pripensas provi ion novan en la venonta semajno. Kaj unu nova afero estas ke mi pripensas fari germanan horon, simila al tiu ĉi. Do mi iomete parolas la germanan pli bone ol la hispanan. Kaj mi pripensas, ĉu ni faru tion lundon pri la germana aŭ eble mardon. Mi ankoraŭ ne decidis. Sed mi annonsos tion verŝajne dum la semajnfino. Mi pripensas fari pauzon pri la hispanaj elsendoj, ĉar la unua epizodo de mia hispana viva elsendo bone sukcesas, kaj sufiĉe multe da personoj ankoraŭ spektas ĝin, sed la dua kaj la tria ĉiam malpli. Do la dua malpli kaj la tria eĉ malpli bone sukcesis. Do mi pensas ke nun estas tempo fari pauzon de tio. Sed se estos gasto, se mi trovos hispan parolanton, kiu povus partopreni en la viva elsendo, mi pensas ke tiu povus iomete pli vigligi la aferon. La kvara temo estas ke estos nova filmeto morgaŭ. Mi jam montris al vi la... diable, mi ĵus fermis ĝin. Mi jam montris al vi la... mi klaketis sur la X-on kaj ne al la langeto. Mi jam montris al vi, do temas pri la printempa Esperanto renkontiĝo. Kaj tio estos renkontiĝo en Norda Karolino. Do estos informoj pri tio, kaj tiu filmeto estas la komenco kaj la fino estos en Esperanto. Bedaŭrinde la vento iom blovis sur la mikrofonon, se la meza parto estas klara kaj tio estas en la angla. Bone. Kaj la lasta afero estas kiun vi volus vidi en tiuj vivaj elsendoj. Ĉu mi daŭre faru ilin? Ŝajnas al mi ke jes, ĉar kelkaj el vi sufiĉe granda grupo spektas tiun vivan. Do Everyday Esperanto, mi ŝatus esti via gasto. Bone. Do mi kontaktos vin posta, eble vi kontaktu min. Do kio estas la plej bona maniero kontakti unu la alian? Do vi povus kontakti al Thomas Alexander en Facebook, se vi konas min tie. Bone, do diru al mi kiel vi kontaktos min, kaj mi sendos al vi informojn pri tio. Mi ankoraŭ ne komprenas la verbojn kun U ending tute. Nu, bone. I just found that I was using the U ending in when I was just speaking, and I forgot what it was. As I was saying it, I was thinking, "Oh, look, I just used the U ending that we were just practicing in the course." Lance says maybe they just want to express the quantity of chocolate. Exactly. Yep. There's one piece worth of chocolate in there. No, and I don't think, like I said, that's one of those borderline cases. How many pieces of chocolate are there? 3. How much chocolate? 3 pieces worth, right? There's not a big difference in meaning there. Kiel mi uzas U ending. All right, so let me see if I can What's a good way to come back to this? How do we use the U ending? So, well, you know what? Let's just, okay, good. Here's what we'll do. I'll come back to the practice section. I'll do another test out and maybe explain it a little more as we go. All right. So I'm going to do imperative again. Maybe with some examples we can explain this. Mi consilas che vi provu paroli pli mal rapide. Mi consilas che vi provu paroli mal pli rapide. Right. I advise you, this would be, I advise you to speak more slowly, more slowly. I advise, right? But literally it's I advise that you try to speak more slowly, right? Provu is try, paroli is to speak. I advise that you try to speak more slowly, right? But so since I'm advising you, that's pressure, right? I'm not saying I advise that you are speaking, or I advise that you are trying to speak more slowly. I'm advising that you should try, right? This is something I'm kind of encouraging you to do. I'm not saying that it's actually happening. So if I were to say, vi parolas, can I type this? I can't type this. Why can't I type it? All right, this is making me nervous. Am I still on a live stream? What happened? Are you guys still there? Somebody give me a sign of life. Ryan just said hello. Iru diru al mi ni vivas. Saluton. Diru yes se vi povas aŭdi min. Ŝajnas al mi ke ĝi funkcias. Sed mi atendos yes. If you have access to Play Store, there's an app called Multiling. Yes. Okay. Bone. Do vi povas aŭdi min. So right. So if I were to say mi consilas, or if I were to say, I already forgot what the sentence was. Anyway, so if I were to say something with as instead of you, then that would make it, I would be saying that is happening. But u is saying that there's pressure for it to happen. Let's try another sentence. Cantu. All right, so this is cantu pri la bluaj birdoj kaj la ĉielarko. I'm assuming this one is fairly straightforward because it's a straight imperative. Sing about the bluebirds. Sing about the blue birds and the, what does ĉielarko mean? Rainbow. Sing about the bluebirds and the rainbow. Cantu pri la bluaj birdoj kaj la ĉielarko. Credu min is another one. Simple imperative. Credu min. So I'm assuming these are, you know what? Let me know whether those first two were clear. I consider those simple imperatives, relatively straightforward. And if there's a question about that, we should cover that one. I'm going to type this one out. Should we pour out the money? So I know when they say pour out the money, they want the word shutu. Vershi is for pouring liquids. Shuti is for pouring out money. Or anything that's like cereal in a box, that sort of thing. Dumping. You don't really, should we dump out the money? All right, so pour out the money. Right? If I were to say ni shutas la monon, that would mean what? We are pouring the money. All right, I'm going to take a look at the chat just to make sure you guys that we're okay on the simple. Okay, good. All right. I think your cursor was in the box because you had the word highlighted. Oh, maybe that was it. Well, all right. Moving on. Okay. So ni shutas la monon means we are dumping the money. And if I were to say chu ni shutas la monon, what does that mean? It means, are we dumping the money? And I could add en la, how do you say box in Esperanto? Skatolo. All right, there's one more thing we need to do with grammar-wise before we come back to the actual question that we're talking about. We're dumping the money into the box. All right, so there's motion towards the location in quote unquote in the box. So since we say into the box, we need the N to show the motion into the box. Ĉu ni ŝutas la monon en la skatolon? That means, are we pouring the money into the box? But we don't want to know, are we pouring it? We want to know whether there's pressure for us to dump the money into the box. So we change as to u. Ĉu ni ŝutu la monon en la skatolon? Is there pressure for us to dump the money into the box? Or more naturally translated, should we pour the money into the box? Yes. Is there a question about that sentence before I move on? Yeah, there's a delay in the call. I'm going to move on to the next sentence. I'm going to copy the sentence, first of all, in case I need to come back and answer the question. But I'm going to click on the next one while I'm waiting for you to confirm.
Kiom da ĉokolado estas en tiu ĉi skatolo?
All right. Kiom da ĉokolado estas en tiu ĉi skatolo? All right. So we have kial ĝi ne estas us. All right. So here's the sentence. I'm typing this in the chat for those of you who want to know where to look. Ĉu ni ŝutu la monon? Actually, if I zoom in like this, so you can see what I'm typing. All right. So why is it not us? Ĉu ni ŝutus? All right. So us is used for things that are not true, that are contrary to fact in some way. And the other thing is that us does not say when it's happening, right? So if we were to say ni ŝutus la monon, what does that mean? Ni ŝutus la monon. What does that mean? That means we would dump the money. So if we say ĉu ni ŝutus la monon, that would mean what? I wrote ŝutus wrong. Hope that's okay. Ĉu ni ŝutus la monon, that means would. So if ni ŝutus la monon means we would dump the money. Ĉu ni ŝutus, that means would we dump the money? Would we dump the money into the box? Right? And that's not what we're trying to say. We're trying to say, should we? Who? Hopefully who means it's starting to make sense. All right. Let's try another sentence. All right. Kiom da ĉokolado estas? All right, this has nothing to do with u, but anyway. Kiom da ĉokolado? So da is used with kiom and answers to kiom. How much chocolate is in the box? Question mark. Kiom da ĉokolado estas en tiu ĉi skatolo?
Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo.
Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo. Do you guys, everyone hear that? Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo.
Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo.
Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo. Sofia trovis mesaĝon en botelo. What does that mean? Sophia found a message in a bottle. All right. Yep, tiu chi and chi tiu really mean the same sort of thing. Good answer, Lance. I'm going to move on. Thanks, guys. Nice to see you guys helping each other out there. Okay. Follow me. Okay, so how do we say that? How do you say follow? What's the verb for to follow? Sekvi means to follow, but it's a command, sekvu. And what are we following? Min. Min, sekvu min. Makes me think of Mazi and Gondolando. Sekvu min. Mia instruisto postulas che mi provo legi la longan libron. Terura instruisto. Oh, that's right. This is not a listen to what you hear. I get Mia instruisto postulas que, right? My teacher postulas demands that I try to read the long book. All right. I'm going to do another one. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll try to check back every couple for the next couple exercises. He works so that he may have money to live. He works so that he may have money to live. Yeah, this is the trouble with doing this translation thing. It's like it sometimes leaves you with slightly awkward sentences. But yeah, he works. Li laboras. How do we say so that? I said it a few times already today. How do you say so that in Esperanto? Kiel oni diras so that? Porque li havu monon por vivi. All right, so I'm going to copy this sentence because I have a feeling this is another one that might be sticky. Let me check it, make sure that's what they wanted. And I'm going to paste it in the chat there. Is this one clear? Is this one clear? All right. I will come back to see the answer to that one, and I will do another one in the meanwhile, so you guys don't have to listen to the delay.
Ne estas necese ke Sofia iru.
Ne estas necese ke Sofia iru. It's not necessary for Sophia to go. All right, but I'm sure it would accept that. This is one of those things. It's not necessary that Sophia should go, and then a little more naturally. It's not necessary that Sophia go. Yeah, see, that's the other way. It's not necessary. Oh, come on, slide over. It's not necessary that Sophia go. That's another way you could say it. Ooh, what happened? The audio. Oh, I accidentally clicked on this. I got a touch screen on this device, and sometimes it's a little bit finicky. Cuiro con mi. Simple imperative. Cook with me. All right, easy breezy. Lemon squeezy. Tre facile. I need little rhymes like that in Esperanto. Yes, mi comprenas. Kiel gi estas havo. Tre bone. All right. Let's do a few more. And again, if you guys have anything else you want to do other than go through sentences, that's fine. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll keep doing this. Oh, we started at 1:30. Oh my gosh, we've been at this for 50 minutes, right? Oh yeah. I'm thinking about doing this whole thing. I like this time slot. I'm thinking about doing it around the same time next week, maybe half an hour early, maybe right at 1 o'clock Eastern instead of 1:30. I'm not sure if that's a big difference, but I got back home with plenty of time to spare for 1, and then I had to kill half an hour. Mi devis pasigi duon horon trovi utilan aferon por fari en tiu tempo. All right, next sentence. Let's not postpone it. All right, so we saw this in the tips and notes. How do we say let's not? Or how do we say let's postpone it? That's the first question. How do you say postpone? I guess you need to know how to say postpone. Postpone is procrasti. Fun fact, procrasti comes from the Latin word for tomorrow, which I believe is cras or something similar. I forgot now. But procrasti literally means put off till tomorrow in Latin. Procrastinate. Procrasti. Gin. All right. Procrasti gin. All right. So then we say, how do you say let's put it off? So let's means something that we're doing. And we need an ending on the verb. The ending we're going to put on the verb is, because this is the unit we're working on, you. Yes. If I were to say ni prokrastas, Gene, as we talked about, that would mean we are putting it off. If I were to say ni prokrastus, Gene, that would mean we would put it off. But here we're putting pressure on ourselves to put it off. Ni prokrastu, Gene, means let's put it off. And since we're not putting it off, ni ne prokrastu, Gene. They say when you're doing a live stream, you should turn your phone off because you don't want to get interrupted in the middle of a live stream. Oni diras que dum viva el sendo oni malŝaltu la telefonon porque la telefono ne interrompu vin. Sed mi ne faris. Ĉar mi volas aŭdi la sonon, la pepon en la komenco, tiel ke mi scios ke ĉio bone funkcias. So do ni ne prokrastu ĝin means let's not postpone it. All right.
Li postulis ke mi informu lin pri ĉio.
Li postulis ke mi informu lin pri ĉio. He demanded that I inform him about everything. Let's almost translate that. Oops. Oh my word. Look at my spelling there. I can't believe it took it. Yep, that's pretty bad. L-E demanded. Well, anyway. Thank you for not embarrassing me. I believe so. I think so. Mi credas que yes. And there should be a comment in there. After credas. Mi credas que yes. I think so. La instruisto consilis que ni studu Esperanton. Right, so this could be the teacher advised that we study Esperanto. In fact, I'm going to type that in to see if it takes it. The teacher advised that we study Esperanto. And took it. And then it says another correct solution is the teacher advised us to study Esperanto. Close the door, simple imperative. How do you say close? How do you say close the door? Fermo la pordon.
Vizitu Kanadon en somero.
Oh, we had this one already. Visit Canada in summer. Now, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I saw this thread. People were wondering whether it's in the summer or in summer. And I'm thinking, I'm not going to worry about that at this point. Wait for us. We saw this one already. Simple imperative. Attendu nin.
Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon.
Okay, good. Let's listen to this one.
Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon.
All right, did everybody get that? Let's try it again.
Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon.
Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon. There's your turtle speed for you. Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon. Let me type that out. Bonvolu ŝuti. Whoops, shiti. Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon. And so again, a couple things. N shows a location, right? You can be in something. So N shows a location. And the sugar is going into that location, pouring the sugar into my coffee. So there should be an N on mian kafon. Bonvolu ŝuti. Ŝuti, what does ŝuti mean? It means to pour or dump, usually dry ingredients, or objects such as matchbox cars or whatever, other things you can dump out. Iom da sukero, and again with da, we don't need an N on our, what looks like our direct object. And there we go. Bonvolu ŝuti iom da sukero en mian kafon. Please pour some sugar into my coffee. Oh, and we're out of time, so I'm going to see who's still on the live stream here. Okay, looks like that's still good. All right, do I want to finish this level? Just wrap this up, stop at a nice good spot here. Oh, I still have all these sentences that I wanted to answer. Well, shoot. Well, I'm glad you guys asked that question because I really enjoy answering actual questions as opposed to guessing what people might like to know about. And you know what? I'm going to get these wrong on purpose. Forget his advice. Forgesulian consilon. I think I've got enough hearts.
Sendu min al Ĉinio, ĉar mi volas vidi ĝin.
Actually, let's do this one because I know people like to do the turtle speed.
Sendu min al Ĉinio, ĉar mi volas vidi ĝin.
That's actually pretty slow. Sendu min al Ĉinio, ĉar mi volas vidi ĝin. Send me to China because I want to see it. Sendu min al Ĉinio, ĉar mi volas vidi ĝin. Send me to China because I want to see it. All right, there we go. So I'm done with testing out of that level. If you guys have to go, I understand. So I'm going to level 5. Look at that. Let me see here. Just is there anything else that I wanted to do? Okay, so we answered April's question. I'm going to go back and I'm going to explain what happens at the start of a sentence too, but I'm not going to do that on the live stream. So I will leave that open. Oh yes, this one. People want to know the difference between vortaron de Esperanto kaj Esperanta vortaro. I think there is a difference. To me, it seems vortaro de Esperanto is a little less ambiguous, but in a pinch, I'm sure either one would be fine. 3 days ago, here's the question. Ĉu vi interesas al vojaĝi tra Ĉeĥio? Would my sentence be grammatically correct? What do you think? Here's the original sentence. Ĉu veturi al tra Ĉeĥio interesas vin? Right? Literally, does traveling through Czech Republic interest you? And he wants to know, ĉu vi interesas? Aha, no. So the answer, we don't have to think about it. If the verb above is interesas and the verb here is interesas, then it can't mean the same thing. So I will let him know that he needs to fix that sentence. And the last one, oh yeah. La persa kaj la greka estas antikvaj lingvoj. There's a discussion here, as I recall. I'm not going to look at it right now. They said that all languages are old. It's just how much they've changed over the years, which is an interesting way of looking at it. All right. So, guys, thanks for dankon por pasigi tiun horon kun mi. Kaj ne forgesu kontroli la aferojn en tiu community tab. Kaj bonvolu reveni en la venontaj morgaŭ por vidi la novan filmeton pri la vintro. Auf Wiedersehen. I have a tree drinker. Message retracted. Kiel ĝi estu havu? Uh-oh. Is there another question? Ne. Everyday Esperanto, why don't you send me a message? I don't know if you can send me a message on Facebook or some other way, and a private message, and let me know what's not clear. If I can clarify it in a little bit, we can. Otherwise, we'll see if we can exchange information so I can get you on the call next week. We'll see how that works out. We'll make sure we get that answered. All right, gotta run. Do bone, dankon refoje kaj ĝis la venonta fojo. Ĝis.